I'm not gonna lie to you. Initially, I felt pretty bad for Tekashi 6ix9ine. I honestly thought that his mother was taken advantage of, and what I mean by that was that recently it showed on TMZ and in the news everywhere that he was robbed. Um, but when you look at the robbery itself, it wasn't necessarily violent. However, though, if you have strangers in your home going through your stuff, taking stuff out without your permission, and you're an old woman who's in her 60s, I believe, I can imagine the fear that she would have. And also, as her son, I can only imagine how bad he would feel knowing that his lifestyle has put his mother in some type of harm or in harm's way. Let's show how much he actually appreciated and loved his mother.
No me hagas así, Daniel.
¿Troca qué?
Lo que sea.
¿Lamborghini o troca?
La troca.
¿Qué quieres? ¿Troca? Me abre los ojos.
¡Ay, qué lindo!
And let me say this right quick while I just pause it for a second. I honestly didn't think Tekashi had this much money. To be honest with you, I thought he was broke. You know, a lot of rappers nowadays are not as rich as we like to think they are. But with Tekashi, it seems like he does have it going on somehow. I don't know how he's getting his money, but, you know, congratulations to him. He made it on the other side.
Es un Lamborghini troca.
Bonito. Está lindo. Qué lindo. Qué lindo. Me gusta.
By the way, my mom's an immigrant, 60 years old, doesn't know how to drive,
Bonito,
but
beautiful.
wants a car so bad.
Que Dios te bendiga.
Now, whenever you have a good relationship with your parent, whether it's your mother or father, if you're a son, daughter, whatever, you being able to do stuff like that for them, it makes you feel good. It's paying them back just a little bit for what they have done for you. I remember I saw a video of Senna, the streamer Senna, buying her dad his dream car. And if you look at Senna and her dad, they seem like they have a really great relationship. And as a kid myself of a father, I hope one day I can do that for him. But it's just one of those things. It's a beautiful thing to see kids taking care of their parents for once, instead of us always being over reliant on them. However, when I saw the footage, Tekashi being, or not Tekashi himself, but his home being robbed, I start to question things, and so did the rest of the internet. Let's take a look at this right quick. Now, did you hear that? He said, "Hey, Red, and come here." And look how that man is walking. Let's go back a little bit. Now, if you're looking at this don't look like some dangerous robbers. They just seem like some people that's inside the house. They're kind of familiar with it. Now, I understand that Tekashi is very flashy when it comes to his lifestyle. He likes to show off his money, his rooms, his cars, and everything else. And honestly, him being a target for a robbery makes perfectly good sense. I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. But the timing of this robbery is what makes it so suspicious. But let's just keep going. Now, again, at first when I saw this, I was very mad. I was like, you know what? That's just one of the things you don't do. That woman's a grandma probably. I don't know if Tekashi has kids or not, but let's say he does. That woman's a grandma. She's an immigrant. There's no need for all that. But that is one of the most peaceful robberies I've ever seen before in my life.
What's up? So I want to make this video to clear up all the fake news and rumors. So the world knows this. It's a fact. I'm on house arrest. I've been on house arrest. I think everyone in America and everyone across the world knows that I'm on house arrest.
Honestly, I didn't know he was on house arrest until recently, because you keep seeing him do interviews and all over the place. I saw him with a stream with Aiden Ross. So him being on house arrest is new to me. I honestly thought he was on probation. The probation was over with, and here we are. But let's go ahead.
Yesterday, they allowed me to leave for work. People, I guess, saw that I was on live stream with Jack Doherty. They took that opportunity to fucking do some pussy shit like I said, it's me, so I get it. The rules are different for me. But
And if your mom got robbed, or excuse me, not his mom directly, but if your mom was home while you got robbed, I would think you'll be a lot more emotional on this. I mean, a lot more red in the face, maybe his eyes watering up. But I don't see that with him.
if it was fucking your favorite artist, your favorite actor, and that was done, they don't get no cool points for that. My mom is 60 years old. Y'all know I'm supposed to come home. Y'all know I'm home all the time. I'm on house arrest. So y'all take the opportunity that I'm not home. Y'all see me on live stream with Jack Doherty in Miami, and y'all do that. That's pussy shit. That's whack. Get no coupon for. I don't think nobody respects that shit. But like I said, I hice el video en inglés. Ahora lo quiero hacer español. Para la gente.
And that's him pretty much saying the same thing in Spanish, right? So here's the thing. When we see this, and we see his history with the Island Boys, it makes you question, was this all a setup by Tekashi to get attention, to stay popping, to stay relevant? I would like to think somebody wouldn't put their mother in that predicament, this is stay popular, but you never know. I can't remember the last popular Tekashi 6ix9ine song that's been out in the last year or two.
He said the King of New York is back tomorrow, April 15th. Listen, you know I don't address nothing. I'm never going to address nothing. Y'all believe what y'all want to believe. That's a half a ticket right there.
And you see, that right there is what made me initially believe that he did get robbed, because he's showing off too much. He's showing off all his jewelry. He's showing off all his cars. He's showing off all that money. Anybody who does not like him will take full advantage to go ahead and rob him.
I'm really the type that could take 2 years off, because this is really my lifestyle. I do not cap. This is really my lifestyle. This is how I really live. You see, when you go home after rapping, that's your life. This is really my life. I don't address nothing. You hear me? You got one house right here.
Now, a lot of that could be fake, right? But if you're out there peacocking, showing off, you're bound to get what you're asking for. I always like the people who are rich and move smart. They don't show where they live at. They don't show the money they have. They're just content with this living life. But with Tekashi, though, he just has a habit of showing off and calling people out. And sometimes that will catch back up to you. Now, I wasn't the only one that had this theory when it comes to the Island Boys. I mean, just look at this video. I had to cut the sound because this one had music on it. But it showed how he was walking. It shows their posture. And then I was like, you know what? I'm glad I looked at this, because look how Red is walking right here. The man walks like a freaking alien. I don't understand it. But that's all I really have for this one. I'm conflicted. If this really did happen to his mother, I feel terrible for her. However, though, this is all a setup. I could care less at this point. Sometimes you really got to stop with the trolling and trying to get attention before you get what you're really asking for. Now, you tell me what you think. I want somebody else's opinion. I want somebody to let me know, do you feel like this is real, or was this really just a setup by the Island Boys and Tekashi 6ix9ine and Jack Doherty? Was this all just some type of ploy to make sure that they all stay relevant? Because let's be real, on all three of those names I just said, their relevancy is falling. Well, except for Tekashi. Tekashi has become more and more popular lately with the outlandish stuff that he said. And I'm actually going to do a video on one of the claims that he made about Ayesha Curry and how that's pretty much Ayesha's fault, because she had never should have been in the same room of a Tekashi 6ix9ine, in my opinion. But again, you guys tell me what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Have a good day.